Welcome back to the Ruby Tuesday. We're talking Beastars Season 2 ending. So this is your warning for spoilers. This is your place in the comments down below to talk about all the spoilers of Season 2, where you think the story's going to go in Season 3, and particularly about that ending. But for now, let's jump in. So Legoshi has been training his whole body to reject meat and become strong, not to have to rely on his animal instinct power. He's kind of bloodlust, and so he gets to that place where he's kind of done that. He's been training with our panda dude. He's excellent. We find out who the murderer is. It's obviously the bear, and his relationship with Tem, Riz and Tem, was a very interesting storyline, which I quite liked. But obviously they have that showdown at the end, 12th episode. Basically, Legoshi's doing alright, but he's kind of having his ass handed to him until Rius arrives, and then we have that really dark moment where Rius allows his leg to be eaten. Basically tells Legoshi to eat him so that he can re-establish the power of the animal inside him. And so that obviously does happen, which is quite a shock, and I didn't see that coming. I was like, oh, what is he gonna do now? So the consequences of that, obviously you've seen the battle. I don't need to go through it point by point. Riz is still alive. So that's basically going to be a season 3. I mean, I'm, as far as I'm aware, he went to jail. But the consequences for Legoshi is that he now has a criminal record because he's eaten of flesh of a herbivore, never mind a carnivore. But they let him out because he was trying to protect everyone. He was doing what was right. And so now he can't go to school, as far as I'm aware. He still has that on and off relationship with Haru. So the consequences for Legoshi's future life is probably going to be him end up in the room with the panda, learning the black market stuff, learning to be the balance between the carnivores and the herbivores, the furries, in that. And then also trying to keep a relationship with Haru, which I think is an interesting way to go. Obviously, we have Lewis is now Roos. I think I get mixed up between calling him Lewis and Reese. He has a missing leg, and obviously there's a big vacuum in the mafia, the lions now, because he's no longer there. He's second in command, shot himself to protect so that whole storyline was really sad and was probably the most interesting for me. But I think there's going to have to be a new leader, and that's going to have some consequences for the black market area. So that's going to be an interesting storyline to see what Rius does, and the lions, and the panda, and Legoshi. I think that's basically where season 3 is going to go. So the animal lust obviously came alive. It was reignited in Lucy as he munched down on his friend's leg, and then he was able to somewhat carry his own in that battle. It went more his side, but I wouldn't say that he won outright. So I'm thinking that is probably where we're going to go. We had the answers to Riz, but we had more backstory to understanding kind of why Riz did that. Well, what's going to happen with those characters? Let me know in the comments below if you think that's where it's going to go, if you think I'm right with the storyline. I haven't read the manga. I know there's new volumes. I believe Netflix is going to do a 3rd season for a new arc, a new story with our characters. Hopefully we don't have to wait as long, because COVID is kind of dying out now, or is not as big an issue as it used to be, at least here in the UK. Thanks so much for watching, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long on Tuesday.